Hi, Life Changers. My name's Jen Lofgren. I'm a leadership coach and human resources consultant, and this is my life-changing experience. It was June 2007, and I was having dinner with my husband. It was our anniversary dinner, and my husband told me that he had thought about what we had talked about before, and that he was ready to have a baby. Something I didn't think that he would do, something I didn't think he wanted to do in his life, and something he was happy to do for me. And then he told me, well, if we're going to do it now, well, we're going to do it now. And I went, oh, it's like, now? Oh. And we waited until October. And it was a good thing, because early December I found out I was pregnant. And sought out to find a midwife right away. The midwife, when we went to see her, she asked us if we were going to have our baby in a hospital or if we were thinking of having a baby at home. And my husband and I, we looked at each other and we thought, crazy lady, I think we're going to have a baby at the hospital. And she said, okay, whatever you guys are comfortable with. And along the way, I talked to a lot of people, and I heard a lot of bad stories about people's experiences in their pregnancy and having birth, and I didn't hear a lot of positive ones. The people I heard positive things from were really the midwives and the handful of people I had talked to that had their baby at home. And I thought, ruling out a really good option for myself if I'm not at least prepared for at home, because I don't know what I'll run into, and I don't want to rule out an option when I don't know what I'm up for. So I prepared for at home, and I took good care of myself and followed my instincts along the way. I did chiropractic, I did yoga, I made sure I was taking good care of myself, doing lots of walking and healthy eating, and I had a really easy pregnancy. I was so surprised. And then August came. It was August 8th, and I had a little minor cramping, and the midwife told me to expect that from a procedure they had done the day before. And she called me around 8:30 at night and asked if everything was okay. And I said, oh yeah, everything's fine. She says, any cramping? Oh, a little. She says, any pattern? No pattern. She says, great. Don't have your baby tonight. We're really exhausted from helping another team last night. Well, it was about 11:30 at night. My husband thought, I better call the midwives. And he called them, and they came over. And the midwife checked me out, and she thought I was doing fine. And she said, well, we better check and see how far dilated you are. And she thought she was going home. Well, she checked, and she realized, you're having a baby tonight. My goodness, you're 8 centimeters. This is transition for you. And then around 1:30 in the morning, I started pushing. And I was at home the whole time. And I was trusting these people to take care of me, and really, I couldn't take care of myself. And everything was going fine, and I really needed to allow my body to do what it needed to do, and the wonderful midwives and my husband to take care of me. And then there was a point pushing where we didn't feel like it was progressing, and they suggested that they move me to the bathroom for just 1, maybe 2 contractions. We went down the hall, and we got to the bathroom, and the first contraction started. The midwife said, oh, stop pushing! Impossible to stop pushing, and I did. And as soon as the contraction was over, she said, stand up, and then give a little push. And my daughter was born. Right here, in this very spot, in my home, in my bathroom, of all crazy places for her to be born. And they wrapped her up in some towels that were warmed up in the dryer. They handed her to me right here in this spot. And my husband was here beside me. And I'm cradling this little baby with big, wide eyes looking up at me. And I'm looking down at her, and my husband and I were just absolutely overcome with joy with this wonderful little baby. And the midwives just seemed to vanish into the background. And my husband and I, we looked at each other and said, oh, we don't even know if it's a boy or a girl. And we opened up the towel, and we looked, and we had a little baby girl. And I just said, oh, it's Peyton. And that's when my daughter got her name. And that's my life-changing story. Thank you.